Urtica is a genus of flowering plants in the family Urticaceae. Many species have stinging hairs and may be called nettles or stinging nettles, although the latter name applies particularly to Urtica dioica. Urtica species are food for the caterpillars of numerous Lepidoptera, such as the tortrix moth Syricoris lacunana and several Nymphalidae, such as Vanessa atalanta, one of the red admiral butterflies. Description: Urtica species grow as annuals or perennial herbaceous plants, rarely shrubs. They can reach, depending on the type, location and nutrient status, a height of 10–300 cm. The perennial species have underground rhizomes. The green parts have stinging hairs. Their often quadrangular stems are unbranched or branched, erect, ascending or spreading. Most leaves and stalks are arranged across opposite sides of the stem. The leaf blades are elliptic, lanceolate, ovate or circular. The leaf blades usually have 3 to 5, rarely up to 7 veins. The leaf margin is usually serrate to more or less coarsely toothed. The often lasting bracts are free or fused to each other. The cystoliths are extended to more or less rounded. Species. A large number of species included within the genus in the older literature are now recognized as synonyms of Urtica dioica. Some of these taxa are still recognized as subspecies. Species in the genus Urtica, and their primary natural ranges, include Urtica angustifolia fish X. hornum. China, Japan, Korea, Urtica ardens China, Urtica aspera Petrie South Island, New Zealand, Urtica Attribution Himalaya, southwestern China, Urtica atrovirens western Mediterranean region, Urtica australis Hook F. South Island, New Zealand and surrounding subantarctic islands, Urtica cannabina L, Western Asia from Siberia to Iran, Urtica shamahydroides, southeastern North America, Urtica dioica L 1753, Europe, Asia, North America, Urtica dioica subsp. Galeopsifolia Wierzbx up is, Europe. Urtica dubia, Canada, Urtica ferox G. Forst, New Zealand, Urtica fissa China, Urtica gracilenta, Arizona, New Mexico, West Texas, Northern Mexico, Urtica hyperborea Himalaya from Pakistan to Bhutan, Mongolia and Tibet, high altitudes, Urtica incissipoi, Australia, New Zealand, Urtica kieviensis Rogo. Eastern Europe, Urtica laetivirens maxim. Japan, Northeast China, Urtica linearifolia cockane, New Zealand, Urtica meru Himalaya, southwestern China, northeastern India, Myanmar, Urtica massica Africa, Urtica membranacea Mediterranean region, Azores, Urtica morifolia Canary Islands, Urtica parviflora Himalaya, Urtica peruviana D. Gettleman Pira Urticaceae Magellanica D. Gettleman Bolivia, Urtica pallalifera, Southern Europe, Urtica platyphylla China, Japan, Urtica procera Mar 1 Kortelenberg, North America, Urtica pubescens. Southwestern Russia east to Central Asia, Urtica rupestris Sicily, Urtica sondinii Ivaran X. Gettleman northeastern Europe, Northern Asia, Urtica taiwaniana Taiwan, Urtica thunbergiana Japan, Taiwan, Urtica triangulariza, Urtica urens L, Europe, North America. Ecology: thanks to the stinging hairs, Urtica species are rarely eaten by herbivores, so they provide long-term shelter for insects, such as aphids, caterpillars, and moths. The insects, in turn, provide food for small birds, such as tits. Uses: there is historical evidence of use of Urtica species being used in medicine, folk remedies, cooking and fiber production. Urtica dioica is the main species used for these purposes, but a fair amount also refers to the use of Urtica urens, the small nettle. Arthritic joints were traditionally treated by whipping the joint with a branch of stinging nettles, a process called urtication. Nettles can also be used to make a herbal tea known as nettle tea. Fabric woven of nettle fiber has been found in burial sites dating back to the Bronze Age. In folklore, nettles have many folklore traditions associated with them. The folklore mainly relates to the stinging nettle, but the similar non-stinging limia may be involved in some traditions. equals myths about health and wealth equals nettles in a pocket will keep a person safe from lightning and bestow courage. Nettles kept in a room will protect anyone inside. Nettles are reputed to enhance fertility in men, and fever could be dispelled by plucking a nettle up by its roots while reciting the names of the sick man and his family. Literature equals Asian, Milepa, the great Tibetan ascetic and saint, was reputed to have survived his decades of solitary meditation by subsisting on nothing but nettles. His hair and skin turned green and he lived to the age of 83. Caribbean, the Caribbean trickster figure Anansi appears in a story about nettles, in which he has to chop down a huge nettle patch in order to win the hand of the king's daughter. European, an old Scots rhyme about the nettle, Gin be phalancael coo the nettle, stew the nettle, Gin be phalancael coo the nettle early, coo it late, coo it soon, coo it in the month o' June, stew it ere it's in the bloom, coo the nettle early, coo it by the old was, coo it where the sun ne'er fars, stew it when the day dawns, coo the nettle early. Old Wives' Law for Gardeners, M. and B. Boland, coo, cow, and stew are all Scottish for cut back or crop, while late means short or low to the ground. Given the repetition of early, presumably this is advice to harvest nettles first thing in the morning and to cut them back hard, which seems to contradict the advice of the Royal Horticultural Society. A well-known English rhyme about the stinging nettle is, tender-handed, stroke a nettle, and it stings you for your pains. Grasp it like a man of metal, and it's soft as silk remains. In Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale The Wild Swans, the princess had to weave coats of nettles to break the spell on her brothers. References